Welcome to Early Formal Writing, Teaching the Letters. This unit looks at what is actually taught in formal handwriting lessons. In Grade R, learners are introduced to letters, letter formation, and even writing their own name. But from Grade 1, they are expected to learn how to form letters, join letters together to form words, and eventually sentences. Many teachers like to use the Letterland characters when it comes to teaching reading and writing. The Letterland characters are paired with small poems that teach children the sound as well as how to form lower and uppercase letters. For example, to teach the letter lowercase b, you can say, brush down Ben's big long ears. Go up and around his head so his face appears. And for uppercase P, for example, you can say, Peter Puppy pops up for important words. From the back of his head go down to the ground. Then go right up round his face so he'll whisper his sound. Letterland is useful to help young learners remember how to form letters, but it is up to the teacher whether or not they want to use them. Before writing the letters, get learners to draw patterns that relate to the letter group they will be practicing during that lesson. This helps them to practice the correct starting point and strokes of those letters. Patterns are also essential for later on when learners begin joining letters to form a cursive script. Here you can see examples of some of the more common patterns used. However, there are many more. Many people assume that when children learn to write letters, they are taught them alphabetically. However, this is not the case. Letters are taught in groups according to letter formation similarity as well as simplicity. Always teach lowercase letters first, as they are the letters children will use the most in their writing. When teaching formation of letters, get learners to use their dominant hand to draw the letter in the air using their finger. Everyone, following the teacher's example, draws the letter using the same correct formation. Now, move on to writing the letter on the board, talking through how you are writing it as you go. After that, the children will copy the letter into their own books. Carefully watch to make sure they are forming the letters properly. Uppercase letters can be taught in conjunction or separately to lowercase letters. Emphasize that capital letters should only be used at the start of sentences or for names, as many children may find it easier to write uppercase letters and therefore may be tempted to use them in place of lowercase letters. Once again, emphasize the formation, practice drawing the letter in the air, talk about how it is formed and that it is bigger as you write it on the board. As already mentioned, letters are generally taught according to letter groups instead of being alphabetically taught. Tall letters extend into the head space, small letters remain in the tummy space, and tail letters fall into the tail section. Once learners have gone through all the letters and have had practice writing simple sentences on unlined paper, they will transfer to writing on lined paper. In Grade 1, you may choose to draw lines with big spaces to help learners write straight. To help learners write the letters using the correct spacing and sizes, you can draw X's and dots down the side of the page and use a simple drawing of a cat to show them where the different letters start. Small letters always start in the space with the dot or the tummy space. Tall letters always start in the X space or head space, and tail letters always start in the tummy space and go down into the tail space. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you.